Guys, today's the day. We're taking our muffler tip over to the powder coaters to get that done. They're going to need it for a few days and probably like a week, and then we'll be back and we'll get it and we'll do the install video for the 4Runner. But today's going to be a little bit of a ride. We're going to do a little vlog, driving vlog. We're going to take the midnight ride. We're going to bring that muffler tip over to the powder coaters and talk a little bit about what our plans are for the future of both vehicles and some things that we'd like to do. So stick with us. It's going to be a good ride. It's a beautiful day, and we'll see you in a minute. About some plans for this car. Right now we're cruising around in the Camaro. It's a 2015 2SS. I've done a few things to it already, but you can check out my Camaro mods video for a list of all the things, and anything that you need a link to, just let me know. I'll try to find the link to for the stuff that I've done. But I'm looking at the future of this car and going forward with it, and I do the autocross and I love doing that. It's a ton of fun. I would definitely recommend anybody, regardless what car you drive, get out there and try that at least once in your life. You'll have a blast. But I've been quite competitive in the class that I'm in currently, which is very limited in the modifications that you can perform, and so things like long tube headers, suspension work, different things like that are going to push me out of the class that I'm currently in. And I usually land somewhere between 3rd and 5th or so in the class that I'm in. And I've been having a hard time justifying doing some of the mods that I want to do to this car because of autocross and being pushed out and into a new class. And the more I thought about it, really, I think it's worth it. There are things that I want to do. I want to lower it. I want to put long tube headers on it with high flow cats. Maybe a different tune, some different things like to really make it a more fun car to drive all around. This is my daily driver, and when it's nice out, and 90% of what I do with this car is driving around, having a good time, right? The other 10% is the track. So I shouldn't limit myself based on the 10% use case, right? And so one of the things that I've sort of decided to do is to really think about going ahead with these mods. And even though it'll push me out of the class that I'm in and into a much more competitive class with guys who have been doing this stuff for a very long time and have put a ton of money into their cars and their setups, that's all true. And I know and I anticipate being in the bottom of the new class that I'd be in for a while, right? Until I can do some of those mods and learn some of those things to be more competitive. But the more I thought about it, these guys that are in that class, they're the ones who have a wealth of knowledge, right? Those are the guys that can really help you understand what helps, what doesn't help, what mods you should think about doing, things you shouldn't waste your money on. They've lived it, right? So that's where you're going to get the most information and the most knowledge. You got to tap into those guys. Don't be afraid to ask, how do you do that? How did you get this? Different types of things like that. I mean, these guys are working on shaving fractions of seconds off of their times to be competitive, right? And that's a whole different ballgame. So learning from those guys can only help. And another thing that's a point for anybody in any competitive arena, right, sports or otherwise, you never get better. You'll get good. You can get good just by practicing and doing some things, but you'll never get great or get better than good unless you compete against people who are much better than you, right? You need a challenge in order to push yourself, to grow, to try new things, to try things that are different or innovative, or types of things that might make you more competitive, right? So just in having that that experience of competing against guys that are better than you is going to make you push yourself and learn things about yourself, about your car, all kinds of things. So I anticipate being in the bottom for a while, and I'm fine with that. I'm really excited with doing these mods, these potential mods, and learning from these guys. I'm really excited to see what kind of results I can get. I mean, it would be awesome to put up some really cool numbers, and so I'm super excited for that. So anyway, I'm thinking about a couple of things, right? Lowering it, some exhaust work, different stuff like that. But I'd love to open it up to the world, right? It's the World Wide Web for a reason. You guys, all of you out there, probably know more about some of this stuff than I do. So I'm looking for any suggestions of people, things that they've tried, different setups, anybody else who does autocross or road racing or anything like that, that can help me understand the pains of some of these mods before I get involved, right? And or what works, what doesn't work, what to look for. Any of those things are super helpful. So anyway, guys, I'd love to hear your feedback, your comments, different things on what you think I should do with this car, and, you know, enjoy it every day, because I drive it every day. I don't have a dedicated track car, but I want to enjoy it every day, but I want to be competitive when I get to the track as well. So, you know, I'd love to hear some opinions, different things that people think, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get all the videos of this car and our 4Runner as we do updates and we go out and we have some fun, either running around the track or off-roading, that type of thing. So hit us up, like, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments or videos you want to see, put it in the comments below, and I'll get right back to you as fast as I can. All right, guys, take care. All right, guys, take care.